If you follow the traditional advice for starting a tech career abroad, you are likely looking at countries like the UK or Canada. But as this global map shows, those markets are actively lighting up red. They are heavily congested. The entry-level applicant pools are full. Because everyone is staring at that exact same congestion, they miss the massive labor vacuum opening up right next door. The European Union currently has an immediate critical deficit in tech talent. This comparison matrix lays out the stark reality. On the left, applicant volume in North America and the UK drastically outpaces open roles. On the right, the EU market shows the exact opposite, with hundreds of thousands of unfilled IT vacancies sitting empty. Throwing your resume into the North American pile today burns through your time and your savings for very little return. Pushing into those traditional hubs is a tactical error. If you want to maximize your return on investment, the numbers dictate an immediate pivot to the European tech sector. This labor shortage didn't happen by accident. It is the direct result of strict data protection laws. The General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR, forces European companies to maintain extremely rigorous compliance. To avoid heavy financial penalties, businesses are aggressively scaling up their cybersecurity, data management, and informatics teams. That intense regulatory pressure forces companies to bid against each other for talent. For specialized IT graduates across the continent, this translates directly to higher starting salaries and locked-in job security. But Europe is not a single monolith. Every country has different cost structures, visa laws, and corporate ecosystems. Moving blindly without analyzing those specific local conditions will destroy your return on investment. To exploit this labor gap successfully, you must treat your migration as a calculated financial decision. You have to match your personal budget constraints to the right national ecosystem. Here are the top 5 options. We will start with the budget-constrained opportunist. If you need the absolute lowest financial barrier to entry, you have 2 primary launchpads. The first is Latvia. It offers the lowest cost of entry into the European tech space, featuring minimal tuition fees alongside some of the fastest internet speeds in the world. The major trade-off with Latvia is its ceiling. It functions primarily as a stepping stone, meaning you will likely secure your degree here, then relocate to a second EU country to hit your peak earnings later. This digital scorecard reveals your alternative budget option, Germany. While Latvia focuses on fast entry, Germany eliminates traditional public university tuition fees almost entirely. Germany also provides a massive post-graduation safety net. Once you finish your degree, the government guarantees an 18-month job seeker visa, giving you a generous runway to secure full-time employment. But Germany extracts a steep cost elsewhere. University admissions are highly competitive, you have to prove you hold significant living expenses upfront, and navigating off-campus opportunities usually requires fluency in the German language. Latvia and Germany are optimal choices strictly if you are willing to delay top-tier salaries in exchange for a safe, low-cost European foothold. If you have a bit more capital and prioritize immediate industry access over saving on tuition, you fall into the fast-track optimizer category. For this, look at Hungary. Budapest serves as a central European hub dominated by the regional headquarters of legacy multinational tech giants like IBM and Morgan Stanley. Completing an IT degree in Hungary builds a highly recognized profile. It acts as a direct pipeline, placing you right into established corporate ladder structures the moment you graduate.
Faster, more energetic. You look to Lithuania. It operates as a hyper-agile, fast-paced startup sandbox. Lithuania built the exact ecosystem that birthed major tech unicorns like NordVPN and Vinted. Because of this, there is an incredibly dense, localized demand for English-speaking cybersecurity professionals. The trade-off here is total scale. Lithuania is exceptional for rapidly building your resume early in your career, but its overall domestic market is dwarfed by Western European economies. Between the two, your choice is structural. Hungary offers the stability of legacy corporate giants, while Lithuania offers the high-intensity growth of the startup sector. Then there is the final tier. This destination is strictly reserved for those willing to risk massive upfront costs to secure the absolute highest earning ceilings in Europe. We are looking at the Brainport Eindhoven region in the Netherlands. It functions as Europe's Silicon Valley, heavily dominated by elite semiconductor and advanced technology firms. The Dutch government offers the zoekjaar visa framework. It grants graduates exactly 1 year to search for and secure a role in this hyper-lucrative market. However, the financial input required to study and live in the Netherlands is severe. It demands significantly more capital than any of the previous 4 nations. The trade-off is binary. If you secure a job within that 12-month window, the financial payout is enormous. If you fail, that large initial investment becomes a massive, unrecoverable sunk cost. The Netherlands is strictly for the high-end maximizer who possesses the capital to gamble on securing an elite, top-tier European salary. Analyzing these countries individually is only the first step. To make a definitive selection, you have to map them against your specific financial reality.
Look at this quadrant chart. The horizontal axis measures the upfront budget required, while the vertical axis maps out your long-term earning ceiling. Latvia and Germany sit in the lower budget zones. They are your utility options, safe, low-cost entry points. Hungary and Lithuania occupy the mid-budget, specialized outcome zones. They balance moderate financial risk with highly targeted career pathways. And isolated in the extreme top right quadrant is the Netherlands. Maximum financial risk for maximum potential reward. Choosing a destination based on popularity or generic online advice is a quick way to guarantee a mismatched career trajectory. You have to find your exact position on this matrix. But picking the right location is only half the strategy. Simply holding a university degree is no longer enough to guarantee a position. To secure permanent residency in those elite roles, you have to convert your academic theory into tangible, practical European work experience before you graduate. The premier mechanism to legally secure this targeted work experience while still studying is the Erasmus internship pathway. This flowchart tracks the exact structural progression. By partnering with established European agencies, you can streamline the complex process of moving from university enrollment directly into a highly competitive Erasmus placement, which then bridges into a full-time job and permanent residency. The catch is the effort required. This pathway demands aggressive strategy and proactive networking from day one. You cannot passively wait for graduation to start hunting. The North American markets are saturated. The European Union has a critical, well-paying shortage. Identify your budget lane, accelerate past the congestion, and execute your European migration strategy today.